Hey, everybody. This is Coach Bob Thuring talking today about some phrases that we throw out a lot or that we're called often or accused of or whatever. And that is being set in our ways or being stubborn. And what does that mean to you? If you get called stubborn or set in your ways, do you take it as a compliment? Is it an insult? Do you find yourself wanting to fight back? It's very interesting to think about that. People react to it different ways. I've certainly been called that, accused that a number of times, and I've accused others of the same thing. So let's look at this a little bit deeper. One of the books that I reference a lot is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. It's a foundational self-development book, and it really dives deep into this concept in one of the chapters. It speaks about how do we really be truly flexible? How do we really be truly adaptable and able to change? And the paradox of this is how to have all of that and have that flexibility and have that even interest and desire to change is to have a changeless core. So the core being of ourselves is changeless, based on principles is the terminology they use in that book. So when people are like, well, they're not open-minded or they're not willing to do this or whatever it may be. Well, in a lot of cases, that's true. But to really be flexible, be able to really change and adapt to how you see people, how you talk to people, what you think, requires a changeless core. So it's an interesting concept to think about. And analogy I'm going to use here is the food industry. Let's talk specifically about pizza. Think of maybe your favorite pizza place or whatever restaurant, whatever it may be. You can plug in the recipe or ingredient or key factor, but let's talk about the pizza crust. A good pizza, in my opinion, really requires a good crust. If you have a bad pizza crust, the dough, it's not going to be a good pizza. Now, so that's the changeless core in this example. You can do different things with it. You can cut it differently. You can shape it differently. You can put different toppings on it. And you have that flexibility because you have the changeless core. The changeless core. So in order to be flexible, in order to be able to make changes in your life, be open-minded and be able to create, listen differently, be more proactive to understanding others when people might think you're stubborn. How do you do it? Create and have that changeless core. It's an interesting paradox. So work on that. Let me know what you think.